It's Madden NFL 24. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. All that and more coming up next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Nashville. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
A repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 12.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to run with Dallas. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Smith now on second down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys back and get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Levis to throw it. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3. Running left, it's Henry. And Henry going to have a Titans 1st down as he'll get this up to the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. They'll set up the screen for Spears. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 2nd down. Levis, he'll look to throw it. That's complete to Traylon Burks. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Two timeouts still available. Keep that in mind. Here's 1st and 10. Levis to throw. Throw right side. Going to be taken in by Henry. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Here's Levis. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Smith down to a knee here, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for Seattle. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew,